So, ladies and gentlemen, we all want clean air. There is no debate about that. But is there a larger pattern to target Hindu festivals, one after the other? Is crackers, burning of these firecrackers, the only reason why you see so much pollution in the national capital? Isn't that a valid question to ask? I also want you to look at certain images up on your screens, and we'll see if we can get images of an Arvind Kejriwal. The moment, remember, he got a bail and he becomes a free man, you remember the kind of welcome he got? With firecrackers. With firecrackers. So why was that allowed? Can you have different rules in the country for VVIPs, for a former chief minister, and that same chief minister says, is par Hindu Musalman mat karo. It's about the environment. So what about the firecrackers that were used to welcome, and they were burnt when the party wanted to welcome Arvind Kejriwal and his homecoming of sorts? Does that firecracker grow up, just go up, not in the space somewhere up in the upper stratosphere? It does not affect all of us. Is Arvind Kejriwal also guilty of this hypocrisy and this game that has been played time and again? They will cite the Supreme Court ruling, which is fair. But the problem is that is there an attempt to target just one festival? Let's bring up the top 5 questions first up at 5, because this will help you understand the real story, what the real problem is. The first question, are firecrackers during Diwali, ladies and gentlemen, the only contributor to pollution in India? Only firecrackers. Right now, just look up wherever you are, just look outside the window, just open your doors. Do you smell the kerosene stench in the air? Is that only because of the firecrackers, and because firecrackers have not even been burnt? Because we'll be celebrating Diwali only tomorrow. So what causes all this pollution? The second question now up on your screens, as we will continue to see different parties and their hypocrisy on this entire issue. Is this ban really for the environment? If it is for the environment, we are all for it, because we want clean air. We want to breathe clean air. Absolutely. But why is there this entire apprehension that this has also been used for political reasons? Is that perception valid? We'll find out, and you will get a sense of that through the answers you will have political representatives giving at the end of the show. Is this ban also, remember, as we see a lot of these images up on our screens again and again, you see firecrackers that are used when you have a team during a cricket match, any other match, winning that tournament, you see firecrackers going up in air. Certain weddings, again, you see this going up in the air. So should you not have, one rule for everyone? Again, right before the festival of Diwali, are Hindus, ladies and gentlemen, becoming soft targets? We've discussed this, we've asked this, we've spoken about this multiple times. Because Hindus are tolerant. They're expected to be quiet. So, there'll be political parties who will tell you, Supreme Court ne aisa bola, isliye hum kar rahe hain. Isme Hindu Musalman mat kariye. This is what the Aam Aadmi Party today has said. But the same Aam Aadmi Party is quiet when you have crackers that are allowed for Arvind Kejriwal's homecoming. You see a full, drama there out on the streets for his welcome. That is okay. That is kosher. That does not cause pollution. But if you and I and our kids are out there bursting firecrackers on Diwali, that causes pollution. So in one country, do we have different laws for everyone? Again, a question that is valid. A lot of you have been asking this. This brings us to our next question. Who is communalizing a cracker ban? Who's communalizing this? Because clean air has no religion. But who wants to make this Hindu versus Muslim? Who has gotten that particular angle? This brings us to our next and final question that you will see going up on your screens, as we will continue to ask these and many, many more questions to our panel of guests. And do remember, as you see all this, and the but obvious thing that people in Delhi are also asking, that this is a story that has moved from Delhi to Telangana, to also how the Samajwadi Party today has said that Diwali is not just about crackers, it's also about diyas. Imagine tomorrow you will be told that diye mein zyada tel mat istemal kariye because there is an oil crisis. During the run-up to Holi, we are told pani mat waste kariye because there is a water crisis. Let's say good evening now to our panel of guests joining us. We'll have them on the screens in just a moment. Karan Verma, is a noted author. We'll get him up on our screens. We also have Advocate Anmol Pawar, I see him, and Ravindra Singh, representing the Samajwadi Party for the moment. Other guests expected to join us shortly. Anmol, let's begin by asking you. First up is Arvind Kejriwal and the hypocrisy of the man, himself. You remember when he was welcomed? When all of you were out on the streets, all the karyakartas? Did you use firecrackers? Did you not? Did you then cause pollution? Did you not?
Deepti ji, the fact is that this attempt to create a narrative कि ये कोई religion का मसला है, ये कोई Hindu Muslim का मसला है, that won't yield any result because the citizens are aware of the fact that the pollution levels skyrocket the day after Diwali. And we have witnessed the elderly citizens and the children suffering from this acute respiratory problems day after Diwali. So a collective approach is required at this point of time. And the Honorable Supreme Court has directed the states of Delhi and NCR to impose a complete ban, even on the green crackers. So it's not just about a particular state government imposing a ban. Even the BJP-ruled Maharashtra, BJP-ruled Haryana, they have also imposed a ban.
Okay, Anmol,
and you
have conveniently, very smartly skirted my question because you don't have an answer to that. I see Karan and I also see Mr. Mecca. I say good evening to both of them also now. Anmol, give me a second. I want to see if we can play out those images once more of Arvind Kejriwal, the welcome and the firecrackers. Did the Supreme Court then tell you that this cracker does not cause pollution? Did you have some special crackers that you were burning that do not pollute?
Gee, this is a very pertinent question which you raised. And even the Honorable Supreme Court is concerned about this, that there's no enforcement. Anyone.
No, your own karyakartas, Anmol. Your own karyakartas. Look at these shots on our screens. They are burning firecrackers.
See, Deepti ji, anyone who's involved in any illegal act, they must face the music. Everyone is bound by the law. But the problem lies with the fact that there's no enforcement. Even the Honorable Supreme Court said that prepare an action plan and give it to us. Because although we have imposed a restriction, but it has not been enforced by the Delhi police. So
why do you need the Delhi police for this? I don't understand. I also say Abhijit, good evening and welcome to the show.
Police,
no, Anmol,
Anmol,
you cannot do this, no. If you believe that the Delhi ki janta are complete fools, then maybe you want to believe this and you want to live in your own la-la land. But that is not true, Karan. I mean, when you look at these images, it's the Aam Aadmi Party karyakarta. And today you tell me this is the problem of enforcement? There are Kejriwal posters. All these are your karyakartas, Anmol. You could have stopped them. You did not do that. But before Diwali, you will say, "Arey, isko Hindu Musalman mat kariye. It's only about the environment." What about the environment then, Anmol?
This ban has been imposed till January 25. It's about, this ban is also for Christmas, also for IPL matches, also for any kind of celebration, a complete ban. It's not about a particular festival. And this order was passed way back in 2017. And
so why don't you have it all through the year? Why don't you have it all through the year? And why were you and your karyakartas allowed to celebrate like this?
We have proposed it to the Honorable Supreme Court. We have said this. And even the other party, the BJP, they have also... they also went to the Honorable Supreme Court and said that bursting of firecrackers is their fundamental right. But their arguments have been demolished.
Yes.
How can we question the wisdom of the Honorable Supreme Court?
Play the good cop, the bad cop, Anmol. You can play the good cop, the bad cop, and you think that again because you have a Delhi election, you have to be politically correct. But Karan, tell me something. Is this now is this a genuine concern, Karan? Is this a genuine concern? Right before, all Hindu festivals, whether it is about Holi, they will say कि water crisis हो रहा है, पानी मत इस्तेमाल करिए. Oh, there is a huge water crisis. Right before Diwali, they'll be like, oh, look at this pollution. Are you telling me also, Anmol, that what about stubble burning? Parali par aapne ek baar baat nahi ki hai. Same parali that causes all pollution. Karan.
Give me 20 seconds.
No, I will come back to you. I want Karan to respond.
So imagine, can I speak?
Yes, Karan.
Can I speak? Imagine this, Deepti, that a liquor scam accused is coming out on bail, he's coming home, in his honor, crackers can be burnt, but Prabhu Shri Ram, who's coming back to his home, in his honor, we cannot burn crackers as per the Kejriwal government. This is their hypocrisies. This is how low they've stooped in politics. And let me give 3 points, Deepti, about how...
Anmol,
now,
please
now, will
let
you
him
please
talk.
ask him to keep
Please
quiet
let
now?
him talk.
Will you
It's
please ask him
important
to
we
keep
hear
quiet?
each other, please. Karan.
No, let me expose this man now.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let me give you 3 points, Deepti. Scathing rebuke of the AAP's attitude towards pollution came from the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
The Supreme Court gave them a scathing indictment, said you can spend on publicity, but you cannot spend on the RRTS railroad project. The Supreme Court forced them to spend money there. The 1286 crores which they have in the environmental cess, they have yet not spent that. Where is that biodecomposer? What about that smog tower that lies defunct? They spent 24 crores on that, 4 crores on the advertising, and they've done zilch about it. And lastly, Deepti, IIT Delhi produced a research report in 2022 which said firecrackers have minimal to no impact. In fact, their impact wanes off in 6 hours. The major impact is of biomass burning, for which the Aam Aadmi Party has done nothing. They have completely failed and abdicated their responsibility, and they can afford to attack only the Hindu festivals. Remember, Deepti, PETA, when it came to pontificate to the Muslim community about Bakrid, they landed, 10 of them landed up in hospitals. Their bones were broken, they were bruised and battered. So, of course, they can only pontificate all this gyan to Sanatanis because they know that these are pacifists, they listen to us. But the truth is, there is no scientific evidence to corroborate that pollution takes a massive spike. Only for 6 hours does the impact land, and it has come from IIT Delhi.
And what about Parali? I mean, I don't understand why is Parali not factored? When you did not have the AAP that had won Punjab, Abhijit, you also remember, Arvind Kejriwal said, "Hame Punjab mein aane dijiye. We'll come in Punjab and we will turn around everything."
Can I respond, Deepti?
Wait, Abhijit now.
See, Deepti, he said a lot of things.
Yes.
He said he swears on the life of his daughter that if he ever enters politics, whatever. He has said he will fix Delhi corruption. Now look who's in jail on corruption charges. There is nothing that Arvind Kejriwal says that gets delivered at the end. Now, Anmol is quite right when he says it has been there since January. The problem then is Anmol saying that his own party workers should now be arrested. If they get arrested for bursting those firecrackers, will he scream political vendetta? Or does he support their arrest?
I think that's a good point. Good point that you make. Anmol, you quickly want to respond to that?
Will you support the arrest of the party workers who were bursting firecrackers?
First, I'll respond.
Because like you said,
Sir,
it has been
just a minute.
Quickly, Anmol. Only 10 seconds, sir. Abhijit will complete his point.
No, I need 30 seconds. The fact is that ये जो भाजपा के प्रवक्ता बैठे हैं ना, करण जी जो हैं, इन्हें तथ्यों के बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं है. It's their own CPCB report which says that there has been a consistent spike, huge spike in the pollution levels in AQI day after Diwali, except the year 2022 when there was rainfall. And it's the DTU study
which says that this is my speaking time. I seated him for.
No, you are not responding to the question that Abhijit has raised because clearly you don't have an answer. But I'll let Abhijit now complete his point. Anmol, wait, please. One by one, I still have 2 speakers who haven't said a word. Please, Anmol, you will have to bear with us. Please, Abhijit.
I ceded my time specifically to this gentleman so that he answers the question I asked. Will he support the arrest of the AAP workers who were bursting firecrackers as per his own statement after the June 2017 order was passed? The moment you do that, they will scream what political vendetta and things like that. When they want, they go around violating every law. They violate the liquor law. Then they say it is political vendetta. Then they say the Home Ministry and the police come under Amit Shah. But they will do nothing. What about, let's talk about the main causes out here. Stubble burning. What have they sorted out? How long have they been in power out there, Deepti? Have they done the communal purchase of the biomass which leads to the stubble burning? No. They had the money to do it. They could have done buyback programs. They could have set up biogas plants where these things could have been shredded and used for biogas instead, which would have acted as cooking gas and lights and things like that. They could have done that. There are lots of sustainable uses of sugarcane, but they didn't do that. So what exactly are they doing? I mean, I've heard enough. I mean, I know they pump a lot of money into these news channels for advertisement and things. Maybe they could divert it more towards actually helping the farmers and actually reducing the pollution problems out here.
Good point. I think, Abhijit, you've hit the nail on the head, and that is the real problem. Anmol, before you respond, I have to get in Mr. Mecca and Ravindra Singh ji, who've both been patiently waiting. Now, Mr. Mecca, you know, The BJP alleges that the Congress has become an all-Muslim party. You say, nahi, aisa mat boliye. There are multiple statements to say that, you hate Hindu festivals. Ram Mandir event, you are calling this a Naach Gana event. But look at what your government in Telangana is doing. What is the problem with Diwali? What is the problem with the Hindu festival, Mr. Mecca?
Yeah, Dipti, I am actually waiting for you to ask me, hey, why is Rahul Gandhi not spoken a word on this?
Because Rahul Gandhi usually does not speak when he's asked these important questions.
Come in. No.
So we've gotten used to it, Mr. Mecca. But you can complete your point.
Yeah. See, Rahul Gandhi didn't speak about it. Congress is anti-Hindu. All Congress governments will come up with anti-Hindu laws. Very nice narrative. No, that is going to come in, but people are not going to buy that narrative. It's over. People know. Nobody owns any religion here. Hinduism is not owned by BJP. Who are they? Do you think they own the Hinduism? Who are they? They are just a political party. They're just a political party who seek votes in the name of religion. They don't own Hinduism. They have nothing to do with Hinduism. They have nothing to do with any religion. They have everything to do with their political stuff. That is what is happening, and people know that. So,
Mr. Mecca, I want you to respond to what this, notification has come in from this government of Telangana.
No, I'll respond. I'll respond. The governments have come up with their measures based on what the inputs they have. So why do you want to make it a political, a religious issue? Why do you think all the people who gave the notification aren't the Hindus? So you think
this is normal? You're saying this is normal, that the government says, whereas reliable information has been placed before me, that several organization parties are trying to create disturbance affecting public peace and order in Hyderabad city by resorting to dharnas and protests, and all this is happening on the eve of Diwali only.
See, administration will take measures based on specific time and the place. And their main job is to manage, maintain the public order. The administration takes some decisions. If there are concerns, of course, we can raise that. But don't try to give it a color that, because it's a Congress government, it's anti-Hindu, Hindu khatre mein hai. Ye pura bakwas. Calm down.
You say all this is bakwas, Mr. Mecca, but you and I have been on tons of these debates where we have exposed why there is that perception. And if you do not agree with that perception, you need to fix it. अब रविंद्र जी, अब आप भी मुझे ये बताइए सर, समाजवादी पार्टी तो ये कहती है कि देखिए अब ये कोई मतलब त्योहार ही नहीं है ऐसा कि जिस पे पटाखे जलाए जाए, दियों से ही मनाइए. अगली बार आप बोलेंगे अरे दिए में तेल मत डालिए क्योंकि तेल ज्यादा वेस्ट हो रहा है. कुछ भी कहा जा सकता है ना सर, क्योंकि मठाधीश को माफिया भी कहा गया था.
ये आपके एंटिसिपेशन है. जब प्रभु श्री राम लौट के आए थे तो घी के दिए जलाए गए थे, पटाखे तब नहीं थे. जो आपका पूरा का पूरा डिबेट है हिंदू पे है, सांप्रदायिकता पे है और त्योहारों पे है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अफवाहों पे है. जरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी का चरित्र प्रभु श्री राम के बारे में सुन लीजिए. भारतीय जनता पार्टी का एक मंत्री है उत्तर प्रदेश में, कहता प्रभु श्री राम अभय संतान थे. भारतीय जनता पार्टी का पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश कहता है माता सीता टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी थी. मुख्यमंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश आदित्यनाथ कहते हैं प्रभु बजरंग बली दलित थे. मोहन भागवत कहते हैं हिंदू की किताबों में छेड़छाड़ हो गया. ये हिंदू विरोधी हैं, हिंदू का लबादा ओढ़ के कम्युनलाइज करना चाहते हैं. अब त्योहारों को कम्युनलाइज कर रहे हैं आपके माध्यम से. रही पटाखे की बात, पटाखा कोई जलाए या ना जलाए, इसमें जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आदेश दे दिया मानना चाहिए. जो भी नहीं मानता, मैं भी नहीं मानता, हमको उठा के बंद कर देना चाहिए. इस बात को धर्म से जोड़ के नहीं देखना चाहिए, क्योंकि जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फैसला 2018 में 2 बार दिया, एक बार तो नहीं, एक बार 23 अक्टूबर को दिया, एक बार 29 अक्टूबर को दिया.
नहीं तो रविंदर जी, रूल तो सबके लिए एक जैसा होना चाहिए ना. अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल के घर आने पर बेल के बाद इस तरह का सेलिब्रेशन होता है, जैसे अभिजीत ने कहा, पकड़िए सबको, सबको अरेस्ट कर दीजिए ना, लीड बाय एग्जाम्पल। रविंदर जी, आप इसे सपोर्ट करते हैं?
मैं कह रहा हूं कि अगर मैं जलाऊं तो मुझे भी पकड़ के बंद कर दीजिए, क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने समय निर्धारित किया हुआ 8
हाँ।
से 10 के बीच में, वो भी ग्रीन पटाखे जो कि बेरियम साल्ट आधारित ना हो, वही पटाखे आप 8 से 10 के बीच में जला सकते हैं। अगर बेरियम साल्ट आधारित जलाते हैं तो पटाखे पकड़ के तुरंत बंद कर देना चाहिए।
तो अभी तक क्यों नहीं किया सर? यही तो सवाल है ना। आज वो तस्वीरें आई है, आज ये हिपोक्रेसी सामने आई है, तो आप कह रहे हैं पकड़ लीजिए। पकड़ा क्यों नहीं और कैसे अलाउ किया? ये सवाल नहीं उठता है क्या?
मैं हिपोक्रेसी का मतलब नहीं बस समझता हूँ, ये समझता हूँ कि दिल्ली पुलिस नाकारा है, वो कम्युनलाइज करना चाह रही है।
चलिए, ये दिल्ली पुलिस की गलती है, ये दिल्ली पुलिस की गलती है। अभिजीत, करण एंड मिस्टर मेका, that अनमोल की पार्टी दिवाली मनाती है क्वाइट लिटरली एट द होम कमिंग ऑफ अरविंद केजरीवाल, और उनको पकड़ा नहीं जाता है। द एसपी सेज कि भाई अगर हम भी जलाएंगे हमें भी पकड़ लीजिएगा। सो इट्स अ फुल जलेबी, full jalebi, because this is about your and our festivals. Abhijit, only for what of time, but we'll continue to track that story. I thank all our guests for joining us. We head into a quick break.